Okay, so I started my morning with such positive vibes, and then I checked my bank account, and my whole morning went from like a 10 to a -1. And it all has to do with this. This is the advice of the day. And I want to make videos like this because I feel like there is not enough transparency when it comes to having a business, the ups and downs, especially money talk. So I want to talk about this real quick. So when I opened my business, I had an LLC. I knew I wanted to get a different license, and I couldn't do it on my own because I didn't understand exactly what needed to be done. So I got an accountant. Now, that accountant talked to me a few weeks later and was like, I'm sorry, but you need too much help, and I can help you maintain your business, but what you need is someone that can help you start your business. And I respect that. But an acquaintance of mine was talking about her accountant. So I was like, hey, do you mind giving me his number? Now, because she already trusted him and because she told me he dealt with a lot of big people in Charleston, I felt like that was evidence enough that he was going to do a good job for me. Now, once I started dealing with him, he didn't tell me anything, like paying my taxes, which is something I knew I had to do, but he told me he got it. So he literally was like, Jessica, don't worry, I got every single thing. And I wasn't paying tax. I haven't paid any of my taxes for like 6 months. And I'm blaming him because he told me he got it, but he didn't have anything because he didn't do any of my taxes. My employment taxes, nothing. So that's that. My taxes, like my sales taxes, nothing. I want to make sure that's clear. Nothing was paid. And it's killing me because this man had a whole talk with me. You know, people like you, I want to help small business owners, good people. And it was so heartfelt that I decided to trust my business with him. And that was the worst idea ever. So today I start my perm lease, which is a lot more money than my regular bills. My regular bills were probably about $3,500, and I am easily doubling that just by rent and other bills, not with payroll and anything else. Now, I do believe I can make it, but it's just when you trust certain things with certain people and they take advantage of that. This man was supposed to help me file 2 types of taxes. None were filed. The only thing he did was run payroll for me. But he didn't even run payroll. I have been with him for about 6 months. And he ran payroll for me for about 3 of those months. Because he always forget. Like every other payroll check, he forgot to fill it. He was also supposed to do so many other things, but he didn't do none of them. I don't know much about these things, but I can tell you this. I fired him last month, a couple of weeks ago, and I just want to take things to my own hand. I want to have one of those accountants that I check with like quarterly or bi-yearly, and every year she just do the big things for me, like filing for all of my license and do my big girl taxes for me, and everything else, like, you know, paying your taxes monthly, I handle that by myself. I'm just so fed up because he's not the first person that tries to take advantage of me. of my business. And I'm so fed up because I'm sure you guys will have people like that. So when you have somebody helping you with your business, the moment things don't add up and they cannot give you explanation, please fire them and hire somebody else, or keep them on payroll but hire somebody else to look over their work. Because if I didn't look over this man's work, I would have gone years without paying any taxes, without doing anything. And it is so sick to me because people make sure you trust them and then they take what is so important to you and ruin it. So just please be careful. Please be careful who you trust and who you put in your business, because not everybody want to do right by you. This is honestly one of the scariest things that I have to deal with. And that's because if you don't pay your taxes, they will take your license away. And if I get my license taken away, I will lose my store. And if I lose my store, then I lose my perm contract, which is a huge amount every year that I have to pay. And if I don't pay that all at once, a huge chunk, they will sue me. And it's things like that that you have to think about that other people don't. And it's sickening that people are so evil. People are only looking out for themselves. So I guess my advice today is to please, please, please make sure you look over everybody's work. Like, get a camera in your stores. And it might be weird, it might be creepy, but look over how hard they work. If they're not working hard enough to your standards, fire them or talk to them. Take all your paperwork that your lawyers have filed for you, that your accountant has filed for you, your assistant, look over them. Stop signing things without knowing what they are. Stop trusting in people just because they tell you the good things that you want to hear. Trust in yourself. Look into things yourself. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose everything. And I hope this is an advice that I remember and I never forget. Because I work so hard and I don't want to lose everything because somebody else had an ulterior motive. So I hope we both take that advice and grow with it and just survive in this business industry. But anyways, thank you for watching. As always, I hope you learned something from me. If you have any question, I'd love to try to answer them.